I love how as soon as I get it, it's just like, oh, crew leaves because no one wants to play with them. Was that for like last night? That had to be so effing long. I am surprised he has that. Oh, it bugged again. 1 second. For some reason, my crossout window keeps taking on the face rig window. So like, it just keeps out bugging out there. Here, there we go. It should work now. Perfect. Thank you all for joining today. I think everything should be able to be seen. Very nice. So, last night, I actually was building something that I think all of you might like. Kind of a beautiful thing, to be honest. Of course, this is not beautiful right now. We're still working on the design of it. But right now, I mean, just look at this glorious design over here. We got the freaking Apollo engine now. Apollo 4. Ooh. Delicious. You know, I might as well get all of my commands out of the way. Boss Glory, Double Bag, Mystery. If I could spell it all. Very nice. So that should actually give me a crap load of stuff. Yes, thank you for getting all of my crap out of the way. For some reason it keeps telling me about leaderboards. I don't care. Nice. Alright, so that's all fixed. The thing is though, we have like so many minor things. And the thing is, I think we may actually need to extend our cabin out. We actually may need to extend it just so that we can actually have enough places to put all of our glorious little sidekicks out. Because right now we have no space. In fact, what the hell's going on here? In fact, we have barely anything. USB device not recognized. What? Are you talking about my phone? My phone that's barely charging? Because for some reason the USB outlet on the front of my PC is shite. So yeah, I think we may have to actually extend this out a little bit. Otherwise we will have no space for any of the good stuff. Let's just go ahead and make it 2 4x4 frames. But if we have it like this, we should be able to actually move it back. So let's get rid of all that junk for a hot second. Because then we could still have the Apollo engine tacked onto the bottom of our cabin. We just need to make sure that's all stuck in place. And so now we have oodles and oodles of space for everything in here. The thing is though is that, do I want to have the cabin exposed with only 2 body plates in the back protecting it? Or do I want to have it more centered? And that's what I'm thinking. I just think about maybe having it more centered. And that'd probably work out just fine. Alright. Yeah, it's my phone. I'm not even sure why that's the case right now. You stop being a piece of shit. The thing is, the charging port's broke on it, but I'm also certain that my charging cable's just shit. So here we go. Let's just spread these out a little bit more. So they don't look nearly as clustered. And my phone disconnected and reconnected. All without moving. Oh, I love technology. And the thing is, I just finished off the payments for this phone too. Oh my fucking god. You're going away because you're starting to annoy me. Yep, and stay like that. The thing is, depending on the charger this device has, and for some reason it activated Gear VR. Oh, holy shit, this thing. How do you feel about using wireless charging? The thing is, this thing also doesn't like using wireless charging. And I do not know why. I think I honestly just need to get like a brand new charger. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, my dude? How you doing? 1 second, my phone's being a piece of shit right now. There you go. Just use the wireless charging and stop spazzing out. Holy crap. Nothing much. We're here trying to make a brand new Leviathan. But we're trying to make it pretty damn huge this time. And we're also making it with spider legs. Because the thing is, this vehicle will have a crap load of sidekicks all over it. So it's going to be a pretty damn heavy walker. So we gotta make sure this thing is nice and solidly built. And honestly, now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have the Apollo generator that close to these legs. Within a 3-meter radius. Yeah, it's far enough away. Because the thing is that we want to do something pretty damn stupid. Yes, sit there wirelessly charge. Oh god. I want to get that thing fixed, but it's going to cost me like $700 to actually get that piece of crap fixed. So we're just going to let it sit there broken. I don't know, if we move this thing really far forward, we actually may have a better chance. So there's all of our sidekicks. But I get no wins or losses. You know, that's pretty much my story right now. Since nobody plays Leviathan games at a super high power score or a super low power score. Or rather, everyone plays it at a different range. Like, I barely get any games with this thing. Honestly, I'm just kind of tempted just to use a shitload of chords. Because while having a bunch of sidekicks is kind of nice, wouldn't having an absurd amount of chords be even better? Let's see. The thing is that with all of my weapons and engines installed, like the Colossus engine, let's get that bad boy installed. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's see how much of this I can actually fit in here. See, I want to put in all my blue level radiators and all that jazz. Give it a radio on here. Perfecto. So right now, this is all of the radiators stacked up nice and neatly. Let's try this. Lupras? No. We can't do Lupras because those don't have any aim. Those do not have any range whatsoever. Ooh, we could throw a chameleon on here too, just to make it extra troll. No. What we could do is we could throw in a bunch of chords. So right now, we have 7 power out of 65 used, so that's... Oh god, how many is that? I don't know. Ooh, we could get rid of that. But that would get rid of 9,000 hauling power. Or I could just get rid of the engine too. Now we'll keep a lot of that hauling on there. So we're gonna use a lot of these chords right now. So let's see, that'd be 10. I just gotta figure out how much power that is. Now come on, get the calculator out. There we go. So calculator, I don't know why I can't subtract today. So we're down to 58. So we can have 29 machine guns. So we just need to buy another 24 of these. 24, please. Oh, my storage is completely F. That's right. Okay, the thing is, I do have a bunch of machine guns on here that could work. Yeah, I'll use all of these machine guns, and then I'll throw in the rest of the chords. So we have 2 equalizers, a specter, and a vector. We'll use those. Those I could see working. And we'll throw in a couple of those rapiers, too. Nothing but machine guns. So, I mean, we have these. I just want to see how much power we can consume right now. Okay, yeah, so we still have a lot of power to go through. Oh yeah, that's right, the rapiers. We don't want to use the defenders because they have very limited angles here. I wish I could use the aura, but it has absolute shit firing angles too. Can you increase the space, or is it maxed out? I could increase the space. It just costs some coins to do so. It costs like 400 coins. They reduced it in cost right now. So now we have 20 more spaces left. Or 20 more energy left. So that's 10 more of these chords. 10 more chords. That shouldn't be too bad. Getting 10 cores is not hard. So all I really need to do is just sell these car jacks. Let's just give ourselves some space in here. Sell you 2. We don't need you. We can sell all 5 of you. Perfect. So that's all of them gone. Let's see, what else can we sell? We can sell you. I don't need those goddamn medium wheels. And the thing is, a lot of our inventory right now is taken up by accessories. I mean, look at this. It's like half our inventory is nothing but accessories. And I didn't realize how loud that music was. Sorry about that. But yeah, there is a way you can actually increase your resources. It's... I think it's this. Ah, yeah, storage expansion. So right now it costs 380 coins per. Which is still pretty expensive, to be honest. This is still pretty expensive. But this is about as cheap as it can get, since the price to make it actually went down a crap load. So let's see. Yes, we should have enough to buy 10 cords now. Yes. So this should actually max out our power score now. Oh my god. The thing is, we don't even have enough spaces to put these cords on. There's so many. All you have to do is wait until 1,000 scrap and sell. I really don't use scrap. Well, right now, you can't really produce a whole lot of profit through producing items, so selling scrap, and then when you hit the cap, farming some batteries and selling that, using your daily fuel amount to farm plastic. I mean, that's all a good way to get yourself your daily amount of coin. Because right now, producing items basically get you 0 or even less than that, depending on what item you produce. Like, produce any of the engineer's items and you'll lose coin. Produce... I mean, pretty much anything under 42 coins and you pretty much will not produce any profit. And that's all I'm doing. It's just, I'm stockpiling and selling when I need it. Other than that, I do not touch anything. I'm mostly also relying heavily on my plastic prices, since those are heavily shifting my inventory prices. Plastic still hasn't reached its peak yet. It's still supposed to be capping around 32 coins per, but it hasn't done that just yet. Alright, so that's all of the scrap I can use. So right now what we need to do is that you need to provide a couple of platforms. And that's what we really need to do. The more platforms we can have here, the better we're off. So before we do that, let's just give out an idea of where our bumper should be. So that's where our bumper shall be. Because we need something to absorb the shock of impact. At least from, like, dum-dums just coming in and ramming into us. Another 4,000 power score. Well, like I said, farming... You could probably farm scrap pretty good. And then you could just get a heavy generator... give a heavy generator, plus, what's a good cheap cabin for you? I would get the Wyvern cabin. Get a Wyvern cabin or a Jawbreaker cabin. Jawbreaker's probably the best option. Get the Jawbreaker, get a heavy generator or a hazardous generator. Just get a bunch of cords, 2 weapons coolers, and you should just be able to spray and pray and call it good. That should be good enough for you to at least do medium raids. So that's over there. That's what I would do at least if I had to restart my profile and all that. Just try to get like a nice, decent blue vehicle that's covered in machine guns. And just use that. That should actually help you out immensely. Here we go. So this will be a small platform up front that we can use to hopefully keep our good... Because this is just where I want the first layer of machine guns to go. Just to lay them thick onto this vehicle. Because the thing is that we're going to have a lot of machine guns. Okay, so here's another layer of that. And then there's going to be another layer right there. I use the Growl with 2 coolers and Equalizer with Chameleon. That's good for PvP, kind of. And then for PvE, you probably don't need the Chameleon, so you can just swap that out for another cooler and use that in PvE. PvE is a decent way to earn some coin too right now as well. Actually, you know what? Let's flip that around real quickly. Ah, yes, perfect. So we have like a triple layer sandwich here. And then we'll eventually attach these all together somehow. Oh yes, and then we'll throw in a couple of radiator mounts here. So what we need to do is that we really need to elevate these rapiers up here. Ooh. Yeah, get another 5 coolers with PvE. I don't know if you really need that. Because the thing is that just having a nice amount of cords and coolers, I mean, you can do medium raids really easily. I mean, it doesn't take that much firepower to do medium raids. I've seen machine gunners with crap tier builds do excellent. Just with some bad tier machine gun firepower. They don't really need to do a whole lot of that. Actually, what it could do is that it could flop these like that. So then these rapiers should be able to get out of each other's way. But I can't use it in PvP because I need something defensive. Yeah, in PvP, I don't really use Chameleon builds so much, so I'm not entirely sure how to do a very sneaky build. Although I know Chameleons are not very popular for sneaky builds. So that could be a potential issue. Considering that when you're using a Chameleon, you want to surprise somebody. And then when you're surprising somebody by revving up your guns, it's not really the best. A shotgun would possibly benefit you a little bit more in that regard. So right now, we just need a little bit of platforms right now to actually elevate our rapiers above each other. Because we don't want these guys to hit each other too much. So we can do that, and then stack these guys right here, and then potentially have a little bit more. So these are super high off the ground. Where are those rapiers at? Let's actually put these guys more towards the center. So then these should all be out of each other's way. Kind of. The space up there is fairly limited, so I can't really do a whole bunch. And on top of that, we still need an absurd amount of space left for all the other guns. Because we still have a lot more guns to place. We should probably cover up these platforms a little bit. Oh, damn, that thing's preventing us from actually placing it flat down to the ground. I don't know. This is kind of a sketchy looking build. Where we're just putting a crap load of cords onto a little cabin. What can you expect? You can't expect the most elegant of building solutions here. Or is it this way that looks better? Yeah, let's just try that for now. Oh crap, we didn't even remember to put on the equalizers or anything like that. We're all just too focused on the actual good tier guns. Here, let's try this. And the vector in the middle. That's a way to get a fuse drone with an equalizer with 4 coolers. Well, the thing is, what helps an equalizer is radiators, not coolers. Radiators allow it to shoot longer, which allows it to get its double damage for longer duration. So coolers wouldn't help you a whole lot with that regard. And on top of it, there's also a diminishing return, because you have to remember, while it's able to stack, doesn't mean it necessarily increases your damage by 50% every time you do it. Because you still have to be limited by the fire rate of the gun. So if you just had one equalizer firing forever, your DPS is still going to be like 15, but just for a very long time. Without ever needing to cool down. So maybe you have to consider those diminishing returns. Added a stream announcement for you on Discord. Hey, thank you, mate. I wanted to do it, but at the same time, I didn't want to. Yeah. Thank you, mate. Thank you. The fuse drone, I'm not entirely sure would benefit from the fuse coolers, or the coolers. Oh, come on. Since the fuse drones reload, so you may benefit from using a different type of engine. Here we go. So now we have some more guns on the back of this beautiful ride. I think we may be running out of... Let's see. Oh my god, we still have a lot more machine guns to place down. I did not realize this. How many machine guns do we have again? We have a lot. I mean, we're basically making a waffle. We're just stacking waffles on waffles on waffles. Okay, maybe I can add some more to the front then. How will this work? Let's see. Can I stack you right there? I could, but it actually needs to be elevated a little bit. Where's a gun mount? Yes, here we go. I think this will work. Because then that will be able to support the entire weight of all of this. And then, yes. Alright, hey, whatever. Thank you for stopping by. GM, how you doing? I don't know what I just said. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I know it's not the most active right now. I'm all just building about my Leviathan. Close out for the equalizer, but the fuse drone is for the big impact DPS for that cabin. I mean, I see where you're going with that. But at the same time, what helps win battles is having a more consistent, not consistent theme, but consistent parts that all benefit each other. On top of that, if you want to make your fuse drone effective, you also need to consider the fact that it's going to need a powerful radar. Hey, by all means, GM, do your thing. So how much power do we have left? We still have 10 more power left. And that's just with machine guns. And we can't really make our last layer onto the back of our car. So my guess is we can probably just fill the sides of this with maybe some armor. I think that's what we'll have to do. Oh wait, that's right. We still have the entire underside of our cabin to armor plate. Because you have to remember, this bad boy has an entire underside we have to care about. And that thing's going to be super, super heavy. Not in weight, but like in terms of... just like mobility, it's going to be super clunky. I definitely don't want to invest too much of our armor paneling to the underside of this cabin. But we're going to need to. Because then we have all of that right there. Okay, so then we should be able to just use these beautiful strengthened slopes. And then throw that on right there. Beautiful. So then we should just be able to bring that all the way back. Although we don't want to do it with too heavy of parts, so we're just going to use some El Cheapo canvas roofs. This should be able to do a decent job of covering everything up. Okay, it got about a quarter of the way there. This car's a lot bigger than what you'd expect. It does keep it so that the rammers can't immediately pop the Apollo engine, which would cause significant damage to my cabin, and would probably blow off the entire front side of my car. Ooh, gooey. So we do have a lot of places right there to mount stuff. And how far can you put that forward? You can put that about that far forward. One bumpers could be put in the backdrop to keep it nice and safe. I guess maybe a couple of these small plows couldn't hurt. When they still have that big section right there that's all opened. But you want to keep it nice and low so that people can't really ram in right there. I really do not go for elegance. I usually just go for the most what's like functional. What has the most firepower. Which technically right now is not my vehicle. I don't think the Cord has the most energy to firepower ratio. But it's still doing pretty good. Ooh, okay. I think that may be good just as that. And I could just slide these in right here too. And we'll slide you in on the other side. There we go. So that's all covered down there, and let's just finish up that patchwork. Let's see, what other big slices of meat do we have here to cover up that bottom piece? We don't really have too much here to cover up with. What we could do is a crisscross pattern with these wings. So what I'm thinking is... So if I attach to the roof right here... And then just flop these around... And then we should actually be able to just put these on that side too. There we go. See, there you go. Now it's nice and flat-ish. It still looks hideous underneath here, but that's like the main point. We still need to use most of our armor to cover up the side of these vehicles, since we had to use most of our armor as like staging platforms for all of our machine guns. And we still have another 5 machine guns to go, so we're not even remotely done. Actually, how many more armor pieces do we have? We can put on another 73. Or 77. We should be okay. Now we just need to figure out how to actually finish up this plating down here. So the one I'm thinking is that we could actually... Ooh. Do we not have enough? So I'm thinking what we could do is that we could add like a little platform right here. And then either we could throw on cords... Or... yeah, we could probably throw on cords. We could attach the cords to the side of the car. Or we could have the cords like somehow depressed into this. So we'll see how this works. We'll see how this works. Oh, wait, no, that's right. We're having the cords attached to the underside of the car. Yes. This actually may be a better idea. Because this way we actually do have guns that actually kind of do stay on for the whole fight. And if somebody rams the underside of our car, they won't have a good time. They will not have a good time. Ooh, so that'll work out nicely. Yeah, because look at that. Now we just have a crap load of machine guns on the underside of our car. There's so many machine guns. You cannot stop it. And the thing is, too, we can fire in multiple directions. So when you fire off to the side of us, fire off behind us, it does not matter. Of course, we probably could design this vehicle a little bit better so that more of the machine guns are properly utilized. But the thing is, the reason why I'm using these machine guns is that for some reason, when you put a good quality radar on top of it, the machine guns have actually spectacular range, and I don't know why. And the rapiers just make it so you can actually pick off from a huge distance away. Our machine guns may be dragging a little bit too low. Because as soon as we encounter a hill, our guns are just grinding across the ground. We may have to elevate this a little bit. Hey, what's up, Bior? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So we may have to elevate this just a tad bit. So instead of having it drag across the ground, we may have to have it somewhat a little bit elevated. I was hoping I didn't have to do that, but it looks like we're going to have to. That makes our Apollo engine a little bit more exposed, but we should be able to cope with it. Here, let's go ahead and put these off to the side. Some of them get attached to these strengthened slopes to the side. These are just so that our components don't drag on the ground and accidentally cause some type of issue. Can you elevate that up? No, we can't. Push that up for a tad bit. So if we put a bunch of those 2 lengths, we should be okay. So where are... We need the ones from the Dawn Children. Where are those at? Here they are, the cooling modules. So then if we attach these to the side, we should be okay. And then strengthen modules. Here we go. So these are all attached. And we might as well go ahead and put a consistent amount here too. There we go. So the front side of the car is now flush as well. The Apollo engine is a little bit more exposed than I would like it, but it should be okay. No one really rams the underside of a car, so I think this will be fine. It shouldn't really cripple us. It'll definitely take off the front wheels and our front guns, but I think we should be okay because we'll still have 4 legs left and we still have most of our horsepower as well. So we should be okay. So now we just need to somehow fix the sides of this. It's kind of sketched out right there. Let's just go ahead and actually put these in the back. So now we need to somehow save that Apollo engine from being exposed. Ooh, and that it actually fits in extremely well for some reason. That actually fits in quite nicely. Okay. So that kind of perfectly aligns with it, so we have an even amount of space on each side. Although this needs to be moved over one. There we go. I wish we kind of like had a mirrored mode in which each side, whenever you place down a component, would place down an opposite side of an equal component. Kind of similar how what they do in From the Depths, how they have the copy mode where you put directly down the center of your vehicle, and then on each side it'll save the exact same thing. I can understand the limitations with this engine, but even then I feel like that should still be possible. There we go. So the most of the underside of our cabin is nice and covered, and we actually have a lot more places to mount our guns. So now that when we mount our machine guns, this shouldn't drag as much ass. Because right now it was just like, okay, start your vehicle, and it's just as it just grinds against the ground. Note to save this vehicle design. So we're trying to off-center them as much as possible so that we can actually have the guns fire in all directions. So why don't we off-center you to the left, off-center you... pretty much justified. Center you off a little bit more. So they should all be able to fire onto some target. Yeah, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. And the Spectre's doing well. The front side of our car is just full of guns. I guess we could also put an ore on this thing as well. And let's see how it tests with hills. And it's kind of nice. With all these coolers, the Rapier should never really overheat. Yeah, considering it to take a little bit of breathing space to actually shoot properly. Yeah, that's nice. And just look at that range on the Rapier. Imagine if you had an entire car full of these Rapiers. You'd be able to shoot across half the map and they wouldn't be able to do anything. Beautiful. And how are they dragging on the ground? Okay, so they're still dragging on the ground, but not nearly as much. Thank God there's not really that many hills, though, in the true mode. So what we actually need to do for this is that we need to kind of, like, elevate the middle. Just a little bit, so that each of these guns don't accidentally just sit there and kick each other. So what's a decently durable part that we have a lot of? Can those actually elevate? Yes, they can. Okay. So that could kind of work. So then all of these are slightly elevated off the ground from each other. So that once we get back to our machine guns... So the Vector is slightly elevated. The Spectre is slightly elevated. And then, what do we have up here? An Equalizer, I think? Ooh, okay. So it looks like it won't be able to sit right on top of there. We could have it off kilter in the center. Yeah, so it's a little bit back to back like that. Okay, I could see that. Oh, wait, no, that's right. You were on the back of the car. That's right, that's right. You were on top. And then there was a cord right here. There we go. So they should be all able to fire a little bit more consistently. It's actually kind of nice how well this is working. With minimal errors so far. I don't want to keep it like that, but at the same time, that's pretty much the best position for it. Yeah, that works. If we can kind of put that forward, put that back, put that back, put that forward. So then all of these should be able to effectively fire. So now they should actually be able to fire off to the side as well. I know it looks a little bit weird since it's not like even Steven, but it's up there. It's more effective, hopefully. They should, in theory, fire more accurate. Or more of the time. And now we need to somehow cover this side up. Yeah, this kind of works. Cover up the front side of the car. And then where is some of these? So that should cover up that some more. Yeah, that's a nice amount of armor plating. The same thing could probably be done for these sides as well. God damn. This thing's probably going to have more HP than my other vehicle. I mean, it's getting up there in terms of HP. I hate having to use an uneven amount of strength and slopes, but we're going to have to do it. Oh, we actually, no, we do have... Yes, we do have these. Okay. Ah, and it's just not there. Okay. So that's going to get my OCD right now. Like, how do we fix that? Yeah, I don't know if that'll work just like that. Yeah, well, it's up there. It'll work for now. The internals could use a little bit more work here. And these all could use some type of reinforcement of some sort. Because, like, right here, this could easily fly off. And that could cause half this vehicle's weapons to just go off, too. So give it some underside strengthening, and that'll help out a little bit. Hey, what's up, Daddy? How you doing? Welcome back. Right now, we're actually just working on making our Overkill Machine Gun Leviathan. It'll actually be considerably less in power score than our last Leviathan, but it will have an obscene amount of machine guns on it. I mean, look at this. I can't even tell how many machine guns are on this thing, because it's getting close to too much. Let's take a look. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, plus an extra 18, and then 5 more on the bottom. So that, what, brings us up to 23 machine guns? With a shitload of cooling and radiator space. So these machine guns can fire for days. So these guns right here, they're a little bit overkill. They're a little bit overkill. But, I mean, the power is worth it. Ooh, we can probably strengthen these up a little bit, too. Ooh, yeah, that's better. Have them somehow attached to the cabin. Yes. Oh, perfect. The more that's attached to the cabin, the better. Because that means that less of it should actually fall off. That's beautiful. So it's like all double reinforced on the inside. So now we just need to fix out the internals a little bit. Oh my god, you're not human. Of course I'm not. I'm a red panda. What else do you expect here from somebody named Pandaleus? An exotic creature from a faraway land. Something as magnificent can only be tamed in here. Ooh, we could use a lot of these holdbacks too. So what we could do is that... Let's take off all these machine guns for a hot second. Because I want to try something here. Because I'm thinking we could reinforce this front side if we tried it a little bit better. And then, like that. So that side's all jazzed up. And the back side, we could fix this up a little bit better. And then throw that up there. Let's get rid of that. Because now we have some holdbacks here. The holdbacks did not actually attach. Heresy. So we could try something like that. I love pandas, it's my favorite animal. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, when you see the Cincinnati Zoo pump out those videos with, like, the red pandas playing in the snow, it's kind of hard not to love them. They're just fantastical, whimsical creatures here for our amusement. Ooh, come on, tell me you have one more. Yes, okay. So there's our steps. Ooh, okay. So this could work out a lot better. Because now we have all these nice reinforced steps right here. Ooh, okay. So that means we could throw on all of our machine guns again. Let's try this. So let's just throw one on each level. Each level of existence. And then throw it onto the back just for good measure. Ooh. Goes near the Columbus Zoo. Ooh, nice. That's actually perfect then. I say that I don't think any zoo near me has any of them, so I'm shit out of luck for the most part. Ooh, look at all that firepower. Glorious. These equalizers are nice and evenly spaced everywhere. Ooh. And then we can go ahead and put this vector down here too. Then we just start picking all of this up with some chords. Although I think the backside may need some... Nah, the backside doesn't need any more power. This is pretty solid. And I think that should be it for power distribution. And here we go. Throw some more here. How many more guns do we have left? 2 more. Okay. There we go. Throw that on the back. Throw that up front. Ooh, beautiful. And you know, let's go ahead and throw you up there. I feel like that'll work out better. So if we threw you in the back, slide you there. Yeah, that'll be nice. I'll play this game on the Xbox. There'll be a new faction coming soon. Ooh, is that what they say? Is that what's been leaked? I haven't heard anything about a new faction. The only leaks I have are the ones on my Discord, and let's see. What were those even about? Let me take a look here. Let's see, there was a relic machine gun coming out that they're working on. A couple of accessories from the Venezuelan pack that we know, and then there was a new decoration for the Pyre launcher. That was all we know. I heard of a new faction too. I haven't really asked. I mean, I could ask GM or something Nuggets whenever he comes in, but I haven't seen them come in a hot second. They've all been doing the little things out in the world. We're trying to get as much space for our machine guns as we can. I know there's been a lot of factions theorized on the forum page, but I mean, that's always the case. So let's see how well this works. Okay, yeah, our forward-facing DPS is a little bit higher. Oh yeah, that's nice. I mean, look at that melting power. Just a walking machine gun tower. Oh yeah, look at that. We're firing behind us, firing in forward of us. They cannot stop. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. And that's why I want to have a good radar. I'm kind of curious as to what the faction will be. I mean, I've seen a Hydra faction, a Workman's faction is kind of like similar to Bob the Builders on the forums. I've seen quite a few over the years. None of them have been actually realized, though. I wonder if they've been leaked at all. That'll actually kind of interesting to see. If, like, somehow there's a part of the community that already knew they were coming out. Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can fix up this armor plating. And then, how many more do we have left? 4 more. Okay. It's kind of curious, though, as why they're releasing a new faction. Because for some reason, I mean, the Steppenwolves are still lacking in major parts. So I'm not even sure how they're going to justify that. There we go. So that's a little bit better. So that armor plating is nice and thick. It's still a little bit hollow, but how many parts do we have left? Oh my god, we have, like, no parts left. Oh goodness. Okay, so how are we gonna, like, make this? Can we somehow put this van door on the inside here? Damn it. I was kind of hoping we could do that so we could somehow flush it out a little bit more. So I'm thinking maybe if you place that right there, that'll add as much armor as we can. And then getting to the other side, can add this in here. So then, how do I get out of this goddamn car? Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. So then that's covering up that a little bit better. Actually, about you, we stick you off to the side. Ooh, yeah, that's better. So then that's a little bit more covered up. And then we need you to be on the inside. Yeah, it doesn't look like you want to be on the inside. I'll have it going, oh, for Clan Wars? Ooh, actually, wait, are Clan Wars actually going on right now? 1 second. Oh, yeah, they are going on soon. I didn't realize that. I'm not even sure why I'm even excited about it, considering that I haven't been in a single Clan War ever. Since my highest rated vehicle is like 8,000 at best. Although, to be honest, I probably could actually make a better vehicle too. And thanks for the follow too. For those of you who don't know, I'm currently talking to somebody on Mixer, but I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. So that's why you may be seeing other chats from other places. So we'll go ahead and throw these on here too. Give it a nice thick double plating in there. Now we just kind of need to cover up that slot, which kind of looks hideous. Oh, whatever, this vehicle is going to look bad regardless of what I do at this point. There we go. So now it looks like it's all covered up. And we still have a decent amount of parts left too. Oh my Jesus, look at that speed. There's absolutely no speed on this vehicle whatsoever. This thing drags ass. Oh my god. That's going to be kind of a downfall for it, but we'll see how well it does. I'm kind of half expecting this thing to work and half expecting it just to, like, flop and die. Ooh, okay. This'll help out. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, did we run out of them? Ah, damn it, we did. Okay. So then that will cover up that side a little bit more. Maybe get some hardened modules in here as well. Ooh, but these are pinched together on this side. Why is this not pinched together? There we go. Okay, okay. So currently we're up to 5.2 thousand HP. Not that bad, not that bad. Although to be fair, the HP of this vehicle could be a lot higher. It's just right now we're using a lot of shitty parts. Like we're using door frame parts underneath here. And we have a lot of these two pieces that we use to patch up the woodwork, like these things. These are super, super weak. I mean, let's take a look at the HP of that. That's 10 durability versus 49. Ooh. I probably could put a couple of these things here. Yeah, that'll be better. You might as well add up the durability where you can. And I mean, in terms of structure, our vehicle is already incredibly overburdened. But hell, the thing's gonna be walking like a slow piece of shit. We might as well do it in style. Yep, I think we ran out of all those parts. Yep, we did. Okay, so that's all we got. But we still have 10 pieces left. We could try to reinforce the machine guns on the bottom side, or we could try to reinforce the spaces between the legs. I'm thinking about maybe adding a lip for the machine guns up front. Or, we could maybe add some explosive shielding to the side of this car. So like explosive shielding being like parts that stick out really far so that they absorb shots from things like crickets. We could do that. Or we could add bumpers to a lot of the places, because those do have a stupidly high amount of durability. Could do that. Could do that. Let's try that. And then we have some of these bumpers in here. Where can we put you guys? Y'all be good at defending these things right here, right? No, they couldn't. Most of my 5k power score build have 2k health and more. Still move. Yeah, these things, this is not designed to move anymore. This is designed to be able to turn on a dime and then fire all of its payload in 2 seconds. That's it. Hey, you know what? It's working out quite nicely. Ooh, good. So we can cover up those precious frames a little bit more. Nice. 5.5k HP. That's not bad. Where are those? These things? Ah, no, that wouldn't fit in. The hardened frames, where can we stick you and be effective? We honestly could probably stick it right here. And that should work out. That'll cover up the guns a little bit more. Okay, okay. And the gun platform, yeah, we can't use that. Although we could get rid of these. Nah, they need that. Oh, we could use that to cover up the Apollo engine. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so it's like a nice little blast cap for it. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay. So the Apollo engine's a nice little covered up with an armored hatch. That's beautiful. I mean, this thing is pretty much armed to the teeth. I mean, there's very little you could do at this point. Put in some air intakes. Nah, it's not working at all. It's working now. I think this should be it. We don't really need a whole bunch more. There we go. And that needs to be flipped around like that. Very nice. Okay. So this is it. It just barely reaches 20,000 power score at 5,700 HP. Oh, okay. The speed on that's not too bad. And this thing does have an absurd amount of firing power. Oh god. I'm surprised these legs can even hold up this much firepower. And you have to remember, this thing is thick in armor. Ooh. Look at it. And it actually doesn't look that half bad. I mean, considering it is just an amalgamation of horrors, it works. It works. I mean, we can make this thing look like a giant chromed out turd. It's still pretty sick, though. That's still pretty a slick car. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's try it. Let's deploy that and see. Right now, you guys could try to do invasion and see if you can find... I don't care about the crack track. Crack legs. Thick girl got some big bones in her. And it's good that we gave her the strongest engine possible. Crack legs. No. These are thick legs. These are thick. At 20,000 power score. This, I actually am anticipating at least a somewhat high degree of success. Actually, you know what? No. Let's try... I actually want to put this equalizer on the bottom of the car. Because I feel like it'll have a better time down here. Ooh, yeah, it'll have a much better time down here. Let's try that, and then, you know, just throw in a shitty little cord in the back. Or, you know, what we could do is that we could throw the cord right here, and then just have that bad boy down there. Ooh, because now this will be able to fire into the back. And that'll be able to fire to the back and to the front. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, and how's that gun at the bottom doing? It's a little bit dragging. It's having a hard time firing. Let's not put it down there. There we go. Let's try that. Yes, and it's firing too. Oh yeah, that's some damage. And these guns have the ability to go backwards too. And the thing is, they'll be able to shoot between our legs too. Actually, you know what? They're not shooting that much between our legs. That's still nice, though. That's still nice. Ooh. Some thick legs. Let's go ahead and redo that. Let's see how well that does in power. I'm hoping for at least the first win to do something, otherwise I'm gonna be sad. Oh, and that's right, we completely forgot about fixing this thing. Oh, and we don't have the engine anymore either. Oh, but this thing's not done yet. Should I wait 4 hours for this engine? No, I'm not. I'm impatient. Thank you. Because I want to do PvE right now. So the thing is, let's pop this bad boy off. Because right now, this needs to hold a new space. The thing is, we have a brand new Apollo engine in here. And how is this going to fit here? Yeah, no, it can't. We'll fix that truck bed in a hot second. That'll take a second to fix. Let's just take all of this off. There you go. Take it off. Take it off. Okay. So there's the front of our car. The thing is, I don't think this will actually be strong enough to hold down the Apollo engine. Yeah, and it's not nearly wide enough. So it's like we actually need to like somehow make this thicker. Ooh, God. This thing's barely going to be able to move if I do this. But it's the only way. We're going to need to put a strong-ass engine on this thing. That's pretty thick. Whew. Okay. So let's see, does that work better? Actually, no, let's try this first off. So then if we put down the Apollo engine flat, yep, it's still not covered. Look at that. God, every time it makes me want to watch my stream. I know, it's just too tempting to play this game. Yep, that won't fit. That's going to get shot and I'll immediately explode. So here we go. Let's try this. We're going extra thick. Ooh, and then this should be able to hold it down. Yep. See, look, now we can put some armor around that. God, oh, that is thick. This will be one of the widest vehicles I've made in a while for PvE. And look at that tonnage. Okay, so let's see if this will actually be houseable. Okay. This might work. And then we can just stack these bad boys right on top. We're definitely going to need to add some more armor right here. Ooh, okay. Maybe van doors? I'm thinking that? Oh no, they're still too small. Here we go. So that should cover it up. Ooh, okay, that'll look nice. So then we should actually be able to throw on top of these truck doors. The thing is, we're going to have to make this underside a lot lighter. Because look at that. Instead of having these, like 3 of these, we now have 4 to 5 extra. God, that's going to make this thing heavy as hell. Ooh, we do have a couple of the... Oh, wait, no, we can't use those, though. We actually only have 1 of these. And the 6x4 frames, how about we flop in 1 of these? We just need to reduce the weight. Okay. And how about we actually put this in the backdrop, then? There we go, because that's still attached, and it's still only the weakest of the back. Okay, so that should be good. Let's throw on these bad boys, then. And let's not put them too close from the edge. Let's put them nice and squarely centered. I mean, it looks like a truck bed already, and we haven't even put it on yet. Because then we still got this thing. Look at that. The truck bed is just as wide as the old one. It's just a pancake now. Oh my god, that's thick. It's so much more dense than the last car design we had. And now we have to somehow manage to cover up those wheels too. Nah, that doesn't look right. But here we go. We still have a nice amount of space here to put down. That engine's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. The hot red. That takes up 0 energy to use. And it gives us a little bit of extra horsepower right there. But you know what? This actually allows us to put on our brand new radiator and our weapons cooler. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Although we have no place to put down our radar. Okay, it may be a little bit more sketchy. There we go. So then we can put down some side, like a little bit of railings around here. Maybe we don't really have that many pipes. This doesn't look as much of a truck as I used to remember. I think just having this like flat bed in the back does not look as aesthetically pleasing. Maybe having these wings in the back too, if I could figure out how these things flop and flip. There we go. And then that should work. So it's a nice little bit wider stature. Okay, so then where did that one piece go? The thing is, look at that. We have to like double plate this now because of how thick it is. It's like almost justified now. Oh my god, look at that acceleration. That's nothing. Our acceleration's like 2. And we haven't even put on the... Ooh, god. Okay, so I think we might have to lighten this vehicle up just a tad bit. Like instead of going for the old scavenger type of vehicle design, we're going to go for something a little bit lighter. It just doesn't want to work. I mean, we could drive that. The issue is that I'm pretty sure we would just die. Getting pecked apart slowly by little wasps. Okay. So that's still not filled all the way. Here we go, let's try this then. And let's just fill these in here. Excuse me. And then one more. And then there we go. So you still have that nice stripe pattern going across. It still looks okay. But the weight on it has actually been significantly reduced. So the point where we could potentially drive this. Let's take a look at it. You know, I can definitely feel that radiator. That radiator is actually working out so much better now. And look how much longer that thing lasts. That's twice as long. Ooh, that's beautiful. And thank God we have this extra engine right here to help us out. That extra 500, like, you know, kilograms. Plus the speed actually is not that bad. We could throw off the radiator and just throw on something much heavier, like this Colossus engine. Like, take that thing off and use this instead. But at that point, we just added a bunch of power score onto our car for no reason. So I'm not too keen on that. So let's just go ahead and use this. Use this bad boy with the radiator. Oh, yeah. Get that extra killing potential up there. Now we just need to sort of like have a situation in which we can actually keep all these parts inside. What would be like a good fence idea? Would running boards work? Yeah, it kind of works. It's like a minor little fence type of deal that keeps everything on the inside. And we have more space, but let's try that. Let's try something else that doesn't look nearly as crappy. The thing is that we need to balance out our weight plus, like, everything else. And it's just not really feasible right now. We just need something like super low profile that can curve a little bit. Thinking. I mean, we could try these wide slopes, since they actually have the ability to turn. So, like, what we could do is that... Where are the flat bits for them? Have the struts on here. Oh, this means we have to compact this a little bit more. That doesn't look nearly as good. So if we could throw that out just a little bit wider. Now we're gonna need that just a tad bit wider too. And that's the end of them. Let's go ahead and throw that back here. And does that work? Nope, too far out. It could work, but how many more of these do we have? We have 11 more. Oh, fuck, we're at too many parts. Too many parts. So we need something that has a little bit less, like, wiggle room. I mean, we could try something like that, where we use the little side walls as a little bit of, like, extra armoring. And it keeps everything on the inside. And it looks a little bit more sleek. But we need something to cover up the wheels, too. This may work. At least in terms of, like, aesthetic. And then, how do we finish that off? I wish we actually were a little bit more in-depth with the faction of scavs, because then we may be able to finish this off with something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Because then that fixes the issue of the interior. And then we just need to finish out this side. Like having it all connected to the bottom side. Oh, we have nothing left to put on the oh god. So currently we have nothing left to put on the truck bed. And I kind of want to deck this thing out with actual little pieces of, you know, armor, of bags and whatnot to actually make it look like it's a usable thing. So let's see, what do we have here? We definitely want to get up there in terms of power, not power, but like reputation bonus up to at least 50%. So we're going to have to use our legendary parts here. Why not? And the goat hand. Let's see, let's put a spare tire on here. Is it any way sort of possible? Yeah, it kind of works. You can just flip it right there. Let's see, we're up to 16 right now. Yeah, it looks like we won't be able to put on enough. It's like having a stackable little sacks here and there. And it's just because we do not have enough to actually put it in. And that's too light to actually fit in as well. Okay. been building for way too long, but as soon as we get done with this, I shouldn't need to build anymore. We could try getting rid of the stuffing from the middle, because I'm not sure if we need that much. So let's pop that out, and instead see if we can use it for something else. We're trying to make it look like it's a vehicle that's on the travel, gathering nothing but supplies for the village. And right now we got all this lovely crap for the village that are all going to be loved by the elders. But now we just need to cover up the backside with something that looks appropriate. Yeah, we'll call it good. Because then we could potentially put one more part onto that. There we go. So that's all covered up, and that should work. Now we just need to repaint it. Now that we can actually fix up, make that look like a little bit of plated steel. Here, take all that down. Put that up too. We could potentially redo it somehow with, instead of that, using, how would I say, maybe tracks? Could try using tracks. Ooh, you know what we could do? What is a big wide part we could use? I mean, if we could just use one of these, we could replace 4 smaller parts. And have 3 more to use. Because right now we're using way too many parts right there. And so if we just throw down one of these heaviers. Or actually, no, let's put down one of those. These AC roofs. Because these will clash less with the style. But that will give us a crap load back. Okay, so that works. So now we have 4 more parts to actually work with here. And on top of that, most of that's going to be covered anyway, so you can't really see that. But yeah, see, look at that. Now we just need 3... Yeah, 3 more reputation bonus. Just tell them to stop. They'll listen. And I think that we'll just need 1 more. Ooh, perfect. And we're at the last, like, a little bit left. It kind of chip a nice little, like, radiator off to the side. Oh, yeah, that'll look sick. Perfect. And then just fix all that up. Nice, I think that should work. Alright, let's use that instead. Alright. It's certainly not as weight distributed, and we don't have that many tires. I mean, to be honest, we should have more tires, but I think this works. Not bad at all. And we actually have a little bit more HP. And if we somehow manage to get drones on our build, it would work too. Perfect, let's try this then. Do we want to do actual data theft? Because getting more electronics actually would be pretty sick. Or should we try to go for that plastic? It's still technically worth it right now. It is still technically worth it right now to get electronics more often than plastic. While you're more likely to fail hard raids, you still earn like 3 coins per hard raid versus 2 coins with the plastic. So it's just barely not worth it. Barely. You just need a little bit more and it'd work out fine. Although it looks like nobody's on right now to do hard raids. They're all off somewhere else gallivanting. I don't blame them. Can I join? Feel free. Just give me your in-game name and I should be able to add. Or just friend request me. It's just Pandalius right here. Should be able to do what you like. Ah, damn, that thing still hasn't been in any raids yet. But I'm waiting for the day. That'll be so beautiful. If anyone else wants to join, I'm on PC though. I'm not on Xbox. This is all on PC. As it says in the title. Yeah, so if you're not on PC, it'll be a little bit more difficult. Didn't do that bad though. I kind of think about adding Perseus back to the cabin. Just so we can get extra machine gun damage. Although, can we actually get more damage for our spark here? Yes, we can get a little bit more damage here. Maybe one day if we actually do have enough money. Mystery bag. Double bag. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. I'm actually... Wait, what time? Yeah, I'm good. So you actually are on PC or not? Because if you're not on PC, I'd like just to get them going. Yeah. Not too keen of that. We'll just keep it as is. Well, let's say we'll call it like this. Add me on PC, and then next time I'll come around and pick you back up. It seems to be having a little bit of trouble getting in. Very nice. I'm actually curious, should I be able to get in the Emerald Sphinx? Because if I do exclamation point treasure, what does that give me here? Inside is a map to the City of Emeralds. Perhaps the map, as everyone is seeking, type map to continue your quest. 1,000 EXP. Congratulations, you have now begun the adventure. Ooh, okay, okay. So it looks like I actually am going in there. Take activating request your partner. Fist Dragon tells you that after the Accuser and runs off with her. Pandalius manages to escape the Accuser. It takes the Jig Jagger too. As a small consolation, as a trial is to pursue the traditious partner who has come cold. Ooh, 1,000 points and 1,000 experience. Ooh, and I could still continue it too. You should be able to see it in the chat as well. I have to wait 14 minutes before I can even do it. Okay, I see how you're doing it. Not bad, not bad. Hey, finally. Okay, I feel like I'm one of those big boys that's up here with all the other people with excellent vehicle designs. Oh, that guy is 12k power score. Holy shit. That is some power. And you just sit there and lob grenades. Look at that hailfire. Yeah, my vehicle is actually considerably slower. Especially without those tires. And look at that, we don't have to deal with the loons. Stop that shit. And look at that, we can have that spark on for so much longer too. We'll help you here. I'm not sure why he's using retros. I would never think that would actually be an effective build design here. It may looks like I have to put on the tracks in the back of my car instead of using tires. Because I just don't think I have enough power. Pop those. There we go, not bad. It's still working though, it is somehow still working. Oh, just look how slow this is though. This is so much slower compared to my last vehicle. But the thing is, I can't really change that unless I put on a different engine, but if I put on a different engine, then it kind of defeats the point of having an Apollo engine on my car. Unless I was one of those WASP builds, then that would kind of make sense. Hell, even though I still got the extra 10% off. We gooch, man. And we still have enough for all the various accessories, too. So we're still going to earn all that beautiful extra reputation. And I just love having this extra radiator on. It does so much more. Damn, that double retro guy's actually fucking shit up. I did not realize how powerful that was for lunatics. But it's literally just like one volley and everyone's dead. That's actually kind of nice. The thing is, right now, I don't think I could afford that. I potentially could. The thing is, though, I would have to sell my Apollo engine and my Spark to afford both dual retros. That, and I have to put in a shitload of ammo crates. Oh my god. He's not even here, and he's probably getting credit for all these kills. That's cheeky. Yep. He killed everything without even stepping foot into the arena. God damn. And we've already managed to lose one of our wheels, so that's going to be kind of hard to actually move. What we could do to try to like avoid this issue with mobility is instead of having these tires, we can just put in armor tracks instead, which have a hell of a lot more tonnage. And they could work out a little bit. And they actually would save us an extra 2 parts as well. So like in the back we can put in 2 of those hardened tracks or 2 armored tracks. The only thing is that the hardened tracks will take up more space, but they are a lot faster. Will I have enough horsepower to actually climb this hill? A little bit slow. Look at the max tonnage. Yeah, just a little bit slow. Sorry. There we go. That's starting to work better. Oh, and there goes the entire side of my car. And I take off the cooler too. God damn. And here we go. If we melt you all, there you go. It's a little bit nicer. It's a little bit working better. I wish you could reinforce the trunk a little bit more, because then they'll actually survive with the cooling units more frequently. Ooh, yeah, that's true. They would protect it more, since those have a shitload more HP. We could try that. And they did recently increase the turning speed of the tracks, so they should be potentially better. We'll see, though. There we go. Just keep tasering them. Keep tasering them. I'm running out of a little bit of stuff right now. There we go. I think that's the last of them. I'm thinking maybe potentially just using the hardened tracks. It'll look a little bit wonkier, but they should perform better. Although knowing the mechanics of this game, for some reason, using 4 tracks versus 2, the 4 tracks, their turning speed is going to be like garbage. So we may just have to use the actual 2 tracks instead. We'll see. Because right now, while our speed's still slow, it is still leagues faster than what we could get on tracks. Or if we get in Goliath tracks. A Goliath half track for PvP, that actually might work. With a huge truck bed in the back. Ah, you bastards, why do you keep blowing off my machine guns so easily? There we go, it did, it did. And this will be perfect. And it seems so, since all my parts are bigger, since they are higher quality, my truck bed is not nearly as effective for armor plating. Oh, this guy's gonna melt the Leviathan. Here, how about you just keep them all off? There you go, just keep melting. And here we go, well this should prevent them from actually reloading. Very nice. Alright, so I'm more than certain that guy with the retro did everything. He actually didn't do that much more, but it actually looks like we were all fairly even in terms of skill. So it's actually kind of nice. Hey, finally I can get rid of that damn shotgun. And put on this brand new defender. That's better. So if we pop these baddies out, and I'll probably have to get rid of those 2 for a second. So then we should be able to use... Fuck, that's right! I had to use it! Ah, fuck. That's right, that's right. I forgot, I had to use the armored tracks to make the Apollo engine. So I actually don't have any more armored tracks. Fuck. The only thing I have is these Goliath tracks, and these things are stupidly slow. They have great tonnage. Really slow, though. Damn it. So we're going to somehow use these instead. Crap. But this looks like it would be a little bit faster. And the turning angles are not too bad on this. I mean, just look at that turn, though. That is a huge turn. Let's just see how long it takes us to do a nice full circle turn. I mean, that's the space we'd have to do if we wanted to do a pinpoint turn. And it's not even even. Yeah, this... I don't think that would work. And I don't know if putting a Goliath track on the back of this car would work either. I mean, the thing is, it certainly would protect more. I'm not doubting that. Its protection ability is certainly elevated. Its speed is increased. And the truck bed is secure. I don't even need these wheels. Yeah, boy. And the turning is working. And look at that. The turning is so much easier with only 1 track on each side. Because for some reason, dual track turning does not work nearly as well as it should. Okay. So this truck became a little bit more heavy. Just a tad bit. 4,500 extra holding power. Minor details. This should work, though. I think this should work. Let's actually put on some of those hell pipes. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, we can actually probably even put on some of these extra bags now that we have all this extra holding space. Hey, feel free, you can join the raid. Just give me a second, though. I need to fix up this thing that I made. It needs to be slightly adjusted. Let's throw these on top. I might as well go ahead and actually add the extra little bit of some I need to protect it. Damn, does this thing have its backside completely covered now? And look at that, we saved ourselves a whole 10 parts because of that. Just make sure to add me on PC and Panda Lace. Feel free. God damn. Thing's hefty. Thing's a goddamn cake. To give me a second there, mate. I just need to do some final touches. There we go, got you, cabbage. There we go, invites here. I actually elevated my power score a lot by doing that. And my guns are not even fused, so they're still like crap tier. Ooh, you know what's nice though? I can actually add a really big version. Ooh. I actually want to add some decorations to this. Give me a second. Where's that canvas roof? Ooh, beautiful. So the thing is that now that I have this, I can actually add the stickers on here that actually look beautiful, darling. So then I could take this off right here, and then put a giant ass emblem on the side of my car. Oh yeah, that looks sick. And I'll get the science faction on here too. Not bad, not bad. So we still have 5 more parts to put on here, so I'm thinking maybe we could beef out the front side a little bit more. What could we add to this? This beef supreme. There we go. The front tires are nice and covered now, so I really don't have to worry about a whole bunch getting knocked off. The back side is nice and protected. The front side is nice and protected. I mean, it's pretty much as well suited as I can make it. I mean, this thing, if it was to even get damaged, would just laugh it off, be like, "Peasant trying to hurt me. Good fucking luck." Oh god. I guess we put in some hell lights too. Why not? We got the power. Ooh, yeah. That's the car. We got it now. So right now we're just doing data theft, and then after this we should try to do some more plastic raids. I'm just doing this to get rid of my daily fuel. Since my daily fuel consumption, I'm trying to limit it as much as possible to limit my losses. We'll see, though. We'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of curious as to what else I should try. I think we'll be okay, though. 7,000 power score. Yeah, you should be okay with that. The thing is, it all just depends on your build. Like, if you have a super nice build that can kill lunatics in a second, then you're going to be fine. Like, I could replace all of my defenders and my spark with just cords, and my build would probably be more effective, to be honest, considering it would have just that much more damage potential. I'm actually not even sure what it is. What's the best power to damage ratio that we have right now? So let's see, it's 2 power for each damage, so it's 1 for 1. That's 1 for 1 still. That's 1 for 1 still. I think the Spectre is probably the only one that has more damage potential. Should I sell my Harvester for an Apollo? Well, right now the Harvester is in super high demand. So it actually might be even worth it for you. Ooh, you got the step cabin too. That's not bad. I want to get that bad boy, but I don't have the money for it. I could try it someday. But the harvester for the Apollo, I think they're pretty much right up there at the same price range. It's kind of hard to tell because you can use that harvester for some absolute pounding grinding in PvP battles. But that Apollo engine would help you out so much for PvP. So it all just depends. Like, what are you more interested in playing? Are you more interested in playing the melee smash builds? Oh, fuck, my machine guns. Do not knock these off, you bastards. And the turning is not that bad on these things. And it seems you're using your spider legs and caucus builds, going for that pure Steppenwolf look. So, personally, I would. But knowing the prices and how much you lose just by selling legendaries, it might not be worth it. It might just be more worth it to just make it yourself. Because an Apollo doesn't take that much to create. You just need armor tracks, 2 gas generators, and most of that stuff's pretty cheap to make. Knock it off, knock it off. Ah, the bastard took off the backside of my car, too. The thing is, this lack of mobility is actually kind of hurting me with the, especially with the loons. Now that I don't have those extra wheels, so I can't do, like, pinpoint turns. I can still do pretty decent turns. I mean, it's not like the day in closed beta where your armor tracks used to be able to flip on a dime. Those were the days, and those were, like, the best times to use the tracks. But then they nerfed the turn speed of tracks by, like, 90%. Oh, I think you're just a little bit hurt in there. You might need a band-aid or something. Scratch the band-aid idea. Yeah, we're a little bit too slow, but I think we're okay. It'd be kind of nice if we could use that spare wheel right now to actually put on a brand new wheel. Where is it at? There they are. These bastards shall know fear. Ooh, and they're nice and super slow too. This actually probably helps out the guy with... Oh, that guy just tore off the entire backside of my car. All I have left is that radiator. What I meant to say is that this extra bit of spark damage should actually help this guy aim a lot. Yeah, you're kind of in a bad area. You were kind of right in the area where all those people were spawning. Ooh, 1 second, I did not get close enough. Dead spider. Don't hear me. The thing is, you spawned right as all of those lunatics were coming right on top of you. Yeah, kind of a bad choice. Maybe you might have to reconsider the design. Go ahead and commit suicide on my Goliath tracks. Those things can take it. Ooh, damn, you bought back in? Alright. That basically cuts off your entire profit for this round, but you'll be okay. It's all about positioning. But you know what, at least your build is actually pretty cheap, because the legs and caucuses are actually super cheap nowadays. Although I will say legs are actually coming back in terms of like popularity. For higher end builds, I've actually seen them used more often. Especially if you have that step cabin, since everybody's buying that up. Super slow. Don't you move, you bastard. I'm just kind of hoping for the day they actually manage to redo the... what am I trying to think of? The day they redo the Caucasus and they actually give back some type of damage potential or quicken the ability for them to actually target somebody. If they could fix that and actually make it usable again, I wouldn't mind. I could see the prices going back up. I mean, it used to be the day where you could just bring dead, walk around in PvP with the Caucasus on, and they would do half your battle for you. Those were the days, though. Although back then, doing PvP, or PvE, was so much more boring with the Caucasus. Since you just sit there and do nothing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm defending this tower, and I'm just sitting here with a 900 durability gun that's not doing anything. It worked well with the loons, though, because the loons, they would always just go straight for that cabin. Still got one left. Oh god, all you guys are falling like flies. At least Heretic's still got one more life left. Oop, get him, get him. Ooh, nice. I still love those legs. This someone magically managed to take off all the wheels for the Goliath, or the little dicks. And how about we stop that shit? Although I kind of wish they actually made the damage from stomping on vehicles a little bit more prominent. Because I want to see that type of, like, somehow beat the meat grinder meta. Because that would be actually kind of sweet. Go away. Hey, look at that! My car can actually still walk. Or rather, still crawl. Since this car weighs so much heavier in the back now, this thing's actually able to haul ass. Oh shit, was someone calling me? I did not actually look. Yeah, just go ahead and sit there. What's going on here? Oh yeah, someone was calling me. Whoops. Ignore that. Ah, fuck, my guns are all gone now. Sorry, I'm a good little PvP boy here. I didn't mean to leave you alone. Okay, yeah, my guns are gone. These lunatics are actually aiming strangely high to actually hit my guns every time. Nice. Perfect timing. And look at that, actually, since you died at the beginning of that map, you completely absorbed all the damage for the tower. Things at 100%. Ooh, can we actually get a perfect defense here? That'd actually be pretty lit, haven't got those in ages. I think they come straight for us, right? Oh no, off to the side. Excuse me, keep all that backing up. It's not as safe. Oh, you better not be suiciding on me, you bastard. I don't want you to take off all my guns again. And they come straight from behind? No, wrong way. I'm thinking of the first wave. And let's get rid of you. Oh, and having all that extra firepower, that's beautiful. Nice. And that extra cooling power too. It's so nice having all this extra firepower back. Because the only way I can actually use both my radiators and my cooler is on Ramenstein. Not even on my good PvP vehicle. Hey, let's get rid of that. Perfect. Nice, it's actually worked out nicer than I thought. And let's get rid of that too. The thing is, I actually want to see this Mayhem vehicle actually aim its incinerators better. Because I could see that actually being a huge issue if somebody had just a vehicle layered in incinerators. Going straight into an invasion mode. They could just cake that thing in fire and kill it in 2 seconds. Hey, not bad. And you actually did quite a bit better than everyone else, too. Nice. Ugh, and this actually is good, because that means that I got an extra electronic for all that effort. Ooh, I did like 50 points better, too. Not bad. So, do you mind if we do some plastic raids? Let's see, what do we got? Gone in 2 minutes with loons. That'll be a sketch, but are you good with that? Doing these ones? Yeah, this is just so I can finish up my fuel. Get a little bit of extra left. Well, I probably... Let's see, did I buy all that fuel yet? Oh yeah, I do have all that fuel. We could do it. Test out this brand new vehicle with all these goddamn ridiculous parts on them. It is kind of tempting. Ooh. So are you the one with the coolers? Oh, damn, you are. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Bio. It was nice talking to you again. I could make this. This would actually be a beautiful thing to make. And it's worth $400 more than Hammerfall. That's ridiculous. The thing is, though, I can only produce one of these items. I can only produce the Druzhba. It's tempting. Nope, another missed call? Who the hell keeps on calling me? There we go. Ooh, and that's nice. 4 of those bad boys step a werewolf cab with the Apollo engine. That's gonna be a shitload of damage. Ooh, damn, they already killed it from halfway across the map, too. There we go. And no, big boy, go away. I actually wonder if the convoy carry method is actually still somewhat usable in this. Since you could theoretically carry this thing, but I'm not sure how much actual hauling power you would need. Like, you'd probably need to fuse your humpback cabin together with a brand new Colossus engine. And that may work, I think. And maybe having a couple of extra, maybe tracks that are fused as well. Then I could potentially see maybe having enough actual tonnage to haul that thing. Hey, you okay there, mate? I could see that working, unless Leviathans are actually too heavy. But I think even this one, at worst, is 1,700 pounds. And with a fused humpback, with a fused Colossus, you should actually be able to take it. Assuming your vehicle is just ultra light. And you just be able to snail crawl along. Maybe with tracks it's possible. But imagine trying to climb up the hill with that bad boy. That I could not see working. And no, let's get rid of that. Yeah, so this is what I was kind of worried about, not having enough speed for this thing. Just look how fat I am. This is not something any holy creature should even abound for. Oh, you know what though? I could actually start building towards the fire starters weapons. Because I would like to get 2 of those Dracos and... What else do they have? The Fortune? Actually getting 2 of each of those would actually be really nice. They would be a little bit expensive, but I feel like I could make it. Yeah, just keep popping them. Nice, I think we'll make it. Especially with all this extra damage. I'm actually surprised to see this many high power score people at this such a crappy game. But apparently plastic is just worth it now. There was actually some guys on Gromek's server who he showed us his resource inventory, and he just had fat stacks of resources, like 50,000 wires, 100,000 scrap. Just an absurd amount of junk. But then he also showed that he had over 1 million plastic. Like, legitimately 1 million plastic. And I'm just kind of curious as just to how much you could actually get away with that. Because I feel like for 1 million plastic, someone calculated it out at the current price of like 29 coins per stack of 100. And he had close to 240,000 coins worth of plastic. Something that absurdly much. I mean, 200,000 coins. You could buy, what, 5 scorpions with that much money? Just imagine having that much cash. And you have to realize, that was just with his plastic alone. He still probably has, you know, a crapload of scorpions with an absurd amount of extra cash just lying about in legendaries. He must be one of those people that could play the market like a goddamn billionaire. Like, he had to be doing something. Like, it almost feels like he had to be hacking the game. Because not even promotional accounts could have that much cash. This guy was on the plane of existence. Actually, one day I actually wish I could have a vehicle similar to this. This is kind of a design I was wanting to go for. Kind of like a heavy-duty truck. The only issue with this type of design is that it's a little bit hard to actually manage to get that much onto your car. That and a lot of those accessories right there are completely inaccessible. Everything else that I could make out of it. That thing is like, what, 20,000 HP too? Oh, that'd be such a beautiful thing to try on. I could maybe make that my Leviathan. Because it actually does look like a legitimate truck. With a huge flat truck bed that's nice and low to the ground. Ammo packs, coolers, and like 7 different accessories that I have no idea exist. I don't know, a lot of the old Leviathan designs that still crop up here and there, I actually do have quite a bit of accessories that used to be attainable in the closed beta. But I've actually had to toss out for some reason. I'm not even sure why they actually tossed out a lot of the old accessories. And a lot of the old structure parts too. There used to actually be way more. Maybe there was just too many choices and that actually was harming the game? Because I could see that, because there are legitimately some games who do suffer from too much choice. Like some Japanese RPGs have a similar issue where it's like, okay, there's 700 options I can choose from. I love the customization, but it's also, most of these customization options don't mean a goddamn thing. And it's making the game a hell of a lot more confusing. That's what most situations came down to. There we go, I think it works. Beautiful the creatures. Coming with the goddamn fuse drones looking like Sparkplug. Ooh, and all the fuse drones are actually committing suicide on the tires. Nice. It actually kind of reminds me of the PvP drones. I think, I'll have to say this as Helen, but it's 2 hardened tracks with a trucker cabin with a drone in the back. And for some reason, the bot actually consistently manages to shoot down its own drone. And I'm not even sure how that's a possible thing. Oh my god. Just look at those dual hurricane launchers. Raining hell on Earth. I probably should be getting over there, to be honest. Considering I'm the one here with the spark. And I can just make this guy commit suicide on top of himself. Yep, like that. It's just funny, because he's just like, okay, sparks are on top of me. Let me just go ahead and launch all of my hurricanes. And the thing just blows itself up. The entire truck big vanish because of that. Ooh, and Darius actually managed to do a lot better than me. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, it was actually worth it. We got 2.8 coin for that? Versus... kinda worked. I think we'll do one more and call it good, because I do need to get ready for work. Ooh, yeah, and it's getting close. You good, mate? You're not ready yet? If you want to tip on out, by all means, feel free. I won't hold you back. Although I think I may need to adjust my design slightly and maybe incorporate the hardened tracks back in. We'll have to see. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a cheaper Leviathan, like one that's like super low power score. Since for some reason I saw some guy on the screenshot section of Crossout who was actually able to do 3 battles on a single Leviathan, and it was because Leviathan was super low power score, like sub like 10k power score build, because it was nothing but just how would I say, like cords and machine guns, that type of deal. And that actually managed to work out immensely in its favor, because it was actually able to queue in games at super low power scores and win. And the reward's the same for the Leviathan, if it's high power score Leviathan or a cheap Leviathan. The reward's the same, so there's no incentive to make like a super duper heavy duty Leviathan battle, because you won't actually get into any games with it, since nobody's going up there in like the 200,000 power score. Hey, not bad. He's noticing the carry here. Hey, at least he wants to do a whole bunch. Just sit there, just nice and relax. Just need a little bit of machine gun power, and that's all you're gonna need. Ooh, does he have an actual full front fire Spitfire build? That actually might be a decent idea. Because that much power would actually probably one-shot these loons. I kind of want to try that before, but not with the Spitfires, but with the Goblin shotguns instead. Less firing angles, but only 2/3 of the power. So with a build like this that has close to 15 power, you could throw on 7 of those goblins with a radiator, or you could just have 6 of the goblins with 2 radiators and a coolant. Ooh, that would be beautiful. Those things would last forever. So I could actually have a decent chance of getting a lot of power. And, you know, get rid of that too. I seem to happen in PvP occasionally. Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is. I was like, where the hell is that last little peace officer? The little bastard's hiding in the corner. Phase through each other, becoming one coagulated mesh of unity. Yeah, I think this will actually work out nicely. Ooh. Look at all that elimination. Points just rolling in like a goddamn lotto machine. I almost feel like I should by being this dirty. There we go, there we go. So I think we just need to get one little bit of this left. Don't need to exist. There you go. Ooh, ooh. Get the hell out of here with your one little saber pointy dick. Honestly, you know what they should do for those little lunatic cabins? They actually need to turn those into somewhat of like little red rockets. Since they already have, like, that penile shape at the beginning of it, might as well just paint the whole thing red. It would still match the actual lunatic aesthetic, too, since they are a red faction. Oh, that'd be a perfect thing. We just found the new theme of the lunatics. All extremely obsessed with wieners. I don't know if that would make it past content filters. Although Steam actually doesn't care about that stuff anymore. So it actually might not be so much of a worry for them. Oh god. This thing is just swarmed with the bugs right now. Yeah, just go ahead, keep tasering this crap. Oh, and he was trying to ram me, but the back of my vehicle was just too damn tough. The thing is, that's actually a common thing to happen in PvP, where someone tries to ram me back of my Goliath tracks. And with the guns always Mark II, the backside of it's actually really, really narrow. So if you actually do try to ram it, what ends up happening is that you just get wedged in between both of the wheels and end up doing nothing. Hey, Butters. What, do you want some attention, cat? Meow, yes. Oh, aren't you just a cute little thing? When I say hi to the stream... Actually, wait, they can't say hi. Maybe let's try this. Okay, Butters. There we go. You want to say hi to the stream, cat? Come on. Oh, you're just gonna sit there and purr instead? Oh, yeah, because I'm giving you attention now. Don't you like that? Oh. Now he's rubbing against the microphone now. Oh, you're a cute thing. Alright, back down. Otherwise, I'll get kicked for inactivity. I'm sorry if I pulled on the wire. Yeah, I got it. No, you bastards. I'll be a part of this team one way or another. I actually do kind of like that guy's Goliath track build, too. Although it looks like a weird amalgamation of parts. Almost like a Leviathan. Basically, that now the cat's awake. He just wanted 2 seconds of attention. Of course he did. The thing is, though, is like my cat's like super needy at random points in time. Like, he will beg to be picked up because he's one of those cats who likes to be picked up and rocked like a baby. And he'll just sit there for hours and hours just loving on me, and then sometimes he just wants snacks. He's like, comes to my room and just mooches me for whatever the fuck it is. The thing is, though, I have nothing in here. I mean, I have maybe ants if he wants to eat those. I'm not entirely sure that would be the best thing to eat. Ooh, you know what, though? I actually could pop these little... Fuck, what are they called? Landmines? Yeah, landmines. Those I could pop. Let me actually do that real quickly since I have the spark. Yeah, the thing's going super slow right now, so I could actually pop them. Perfect, perfect. Here you go. So let's pop these 3 first. There we go. So this will actually save us a little bit of time. And a little bit of HP. Perfect. Remember these days it used to be 1 shot. I feel like you should actually get a little bit of bonus for that, considering that it is something that actually does help the team. There we go. Perfect. Look at this. We actually managed to keep this thing above 80% HP. Beautiful. Because the thing is, gone in 2 minutes on hard mode with lunatics is borderline impossible. So the fact we're able to do it on normal with so much breeze, I'm kind of curious as to what changes. Because the thing is, the loons still have that thunderbolt. Do they just not have those 2 sledgehammers on the side? Yeah, I guess they do. They are missing 2/3 of their gun. I don't know. know, they still do have a decent amount of damage. And those firebugs are still useless. I'm actually surprised they haven't managed to buff the firebugs, because I feel like since those things do so little damage, you kind of need to change them somewhat. Especially considering the Draco's now coming into their territory and usurping its position. Especially considering the Draco can actually get a damage boost too. Ooh, thank God, that actually saved me a little bit of damage. Ooh, look at that. We actually am right. I might be able to save it from all of its damage. It's just up to us, though. The other team members have seemed to have fallen so quickly, so fast. Oh, they are like 7,000 more points lower than us. Okay, 1 second. Let's just pop all of that. Where are you running off to? I actually wanted to fire one more volley. Come on. Yes! Right at the last second, all of them got popped. Ooh, nice. And I got up to 1,000 again, so I got an extra bit of plastic for that. Not bad. The thing is, what we could do is that if you want to get your score up a little bit higher, what we could do is that during points in the time when the convoy is standing still, we could try to flip you over and then just constantly do that, and you actually get a decent amount of points for that. You can do it like 3 or 4 times in a row for 60 extra points, to 60 to 80 extra points. Nice. I'll take that. I just need one more level though, and I'll be able to go into the fire starters. But actually, what do I need for these? So I need 2 crickets and 2 thunderbolts. Okay. That I could probably produce. 2 crickets and 2 thunderbolts. Okay. That's only gonna be like 10 grand worth of crap. Yeah, I actually could get rid of my Spitfires too. We'll see. Alright, so I think we'll have to call it here. So I want to thank you all for joining me, and thank you as well. Thanks for the help, mate. Gotta go though. Alright, so I do want to thank you all for joining me. By all means, if you find fun, make sure to follow whatever platforms you favorite, YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. But other than that, I will have to say there's Discord and social media links down below if you want to get notified whenever I go live, as well as join the community. But I think other than that, we'll call it good. So thank you all for the host follows and whatnot, and I'll see you next time. I may try to stream later on tonight, though, if I'm feeling like it. We'll have to see. Give an status update on how the Leviathan's doing. We'll have to call it good there, so I don't know. Leave it there. Kisses.